Hello, everyone. Welcome into a Monday edition of Post Show Headlines. We missed you on Friday because we went golfing.
We did.
So we didn't do Post Show Headlines. We slacked, so we're apologizing now.
We slacked on the golf course, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, what did you
Everybody shot between 100 and 105. That's not good for a foursome.
No. But, I don't play, so, yeah.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
Anyways.
Now you're trying to make me feel bad.
Hell yeah, I am.
That's bad.
Post Show Headlines, 5 topics, 2 minutes each.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. So I know you have a Cinco de Mayo question, which we'll get to at the end here. But I'll start things off with I got the sports ones handled for us
Okay, you
today.
do?
You
Okay,
have the
good.
fun things. All right, we talked about Dave Dombrowski a lot today. And
Did you say Dave Dombrowski?
no, I didn't.
Or Dombrowski?
Dombrowski.
Okay.
And whether or not you lose confidence in somebody when you are making decisions that would have benefited the Phillies more. So let me ask you, how much faith do you give people with great resumes, despite how things are looking right now, right? Like, the decision to run it back may not have been the best decision for the Philadelphia Phillies, but you do know that Dave Dombrowski is a Hall of Famer, great mind when it comes to baseball, and maybe he can still fix things at some point this season. Do you give guys a little bit of leeway knowing what they have done before?
I worked for a Hall of Fame hockey coach, Mike Keenan, who did better coaching jobs early in his career than later. I saw John Tortorella coach the Flyers. John Tortorella did better coaching jobs at 2 places early in his career than later. Dave Dombrowski is a hell of a general manager, Hall of Fame guy.
Yes.
Better jobs early in his career than later, in my opinion. So I'm not being disrespectful when I say I don't care that your resume says you're a Hall of Famer. I can talk about both. I can respect you for what you've accomplished,
right,
but I can also comment on the job you're doing now, you're being paid for now.
Yeah, but do you have faith that he can fix it, right? Like there's a guy, I don't mean to attack Daryl Morey here, but I've talked about this on the air before. This Daryl Morey is this genius. Little overrated. I remember doing a show where I went through all his moves, and there was 2 or 3 legitimate good ones, and then the rest were kind of okay. But he's thought of as this incredible mind. Dave Dombrowski has won a World Series.
Yes.
And
he's taken all these teams to World Series.
Right.
I mean,
built franchises.
Incredible resume. But I will tell you right now, and there's documented evidence to prove it from my Twitter account and YouTube and everything else, my debate over his decision-making the last 2 years, I have been smarter.
Yeah.
It's documented. I've been smarter. And it's flat out. If he had listened to me, we'd be in a better position. And that's not saying that I know more baseball than him.
No,
it's just saying that he has not had a great run.
You should have been his consultant.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, with Howie, he's on a heater, so you're just going to keep on.
Look, I'll be as honest as possible. I had a Hall of Fame radio career myself. I have not had a Hall of Fame radio career in the halls of 97.5 The Fanatic in my radio resume.
You're a Hall of Famer in my
No, but it's bullshit. I'm being honest. We can say that
yes, you can.
I can say it on YouTube.
Different,
no, but I mean, my entire radio resume, I got a Hall of Fame radio resume, but I haven't had a Hall of Fame. I haven't produced those results here yet. So to me, I think it's fair to objectively discuss it all. So if I can discuss that with myself, I can discuss it with Dave Dombrowski or anybody else.
There you go. How about that?
I didn't mean to make that uncomfortable.
I think that was the first curse that ever.
I don't curse
on
much.
Post Show
My
Headlines.
daughter will tell you she graduates college Thursday. She's heard her father curse once in her presence.
I cursed on the air earlier today.
You did.
Question number 2: Eagles rookie minicamp.
Yes.
Happened over the weekend.
Yes.
Do you have any care in the world? Because I'll be honest, I don't.
I do not.
I don't care at all.
I do not, but I will tell you this. There are guys that I respect, like Andrew Tacheko, who joined us today. So you can go to the YouTube channel and you can go back and listen to that conversation.
We had him on at 7:55 this morning.
I'm anxious to talk to Jeff McClain tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to hear what people who cover the NFL for a living, what they have to say about eyeballing these guys, about talking to these guys, about looking them in the eye, hearing what they have to say, talking to the position coaches about what they have to say.
What they're bringing to the table,
and so to me, that's all that matters. Anything else, it's fluff. I'm not getting much out of it.
I'm not even a big OTAs guy, right?
See, OTAs I get more out of. Again, but it's the same sort of thing. I'm hearing from the people who cover it going, okay, Here's what I'm hearing.
Right.
Because they know how to ask the probing questions.
Yeah. Now, we did see Jalen Hurts under center in OTAs last year.
And I was so giddy.
And then they didn't do it for 4 weeks.
They didn't do much of it.
And then all of a sudden, Sirianni's office, and it changed.
There it goes.
All right. Question/topic number 3.
Okay.
Do you ever, and I'm not saying like you're about to paint your face or buy a rally towel of some sort.
Rally towel.
But do you have rooting interests in playoffs when your team isn't in it? And I know last week we talked about this off the air. You were rooting for Colorado to lose.
For the Flyers,
draft pick.
Which, by the way, worked out.
Yes.
Edmonton did not. So now we're rooting for Edmonton to lose this series.
Correct.
To the Vegas Golden Knights to once again help the Flyers draft pick, the other first-round pick.
So other than what benefits your teams, do you ever have like a rooting interest where you go, I want that team to succeed in the playoffs?
Yeah, hate watched. Or no, I'm more likely to hate watch.
Okay, so the Lakers, you were hate watching the
JJ
Lakers.
JJ Redick, and the LeBron James Jobs program.
Yes.
I was hate watching.
Bronny got in for like
it was great.
4 minutes in the playoffs.
A kid who doesn't deserve to have that job getting it. I was hate watching last night the Winnipeg Jets, who were the stolen franchise from the team that I was a broadcaster for, the Atlanta Thrashers. So I was rooting for them to lose and choke last night, and they didn't. Sorry about that, Haley. So I tend to root against teams when I'm watching teams and I'm
instead of rooting for.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't. Like, here's what I root for. Not I want everybody to have a good time. I want to be entertained. Like, that's all I care about.
Sure.
Like, I had no real rooting interest Clippers Nuggets on Saturday.
Right.
The worst thing for me was that it was a 30-point blowout. And so, like I turned it off. Like, it was not entertaining.
I will say I'm rooting for Toronto to win the Stanley Cup because it's the greatest fan base, I believe, in the NHL. I would love to see their fans rewarded. If anyone's been to Toronto, you know how much hockey means there. And you know how much that city if you think Eagles and Philly, it's Toronto and the Leafs.
Yeah.
And I would love to see them win a Stanley Cup.
By the way,
I'm rooting for them.
Were there other people devastated when the Blues lost yesterday? Remember when all those fake Blues fans appeared in Philadelphia?
Yeah, there was a lot of fake Blues fans.
Oh, well, they went to the bar that we used to hang out with. So they became Blues fans.
Yeah, sure. Enough of that crap.
And then they'll probably jump right back on board when the Flyers are good again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hated all of you for doing that.
Cheater.
It's wrong.
Can't do it.
Oh, well, they came to our bar. It was cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and they played the song there, right?
What was
Blake Lloyd.
Gloria? Yeah, which is not a Lithuanian song.
What?
Okay, quick story. There was a grandfather, like an off-the-boat grandfather, that played it at every single like Philadelphia/Jersey wedding. It's now become like the Philadelphia wedding song for Lithuanians.
Really?
And the Blues ruined it for me. The fake Philadelphia Blues fans ruined it for me.
My mother-in-law, God rest her soul, was Gloria. And so I would always sing it to Gloria.
Hell yeah, man.
So I love Gloria.
All right, we have 2 more, and these are the zany ones. What is...
A little zany. Well, this morning we played the Bean Boozled game, and if you don't know it, it's those Harry Potter awful
Bernie
jelly
Bott's
beans.
every flavored beans.
Bernie Bott's every flavored beans.
They mean every flavor.
And it was terrible, and they were...
Potter fans
and then I mixed them up with a legitimate level of 20% good jelly beans.
Yes.
And you had to eat them by random, and you ate some bad ones.
I had
bad
burnt
ones.
rubber, and then I don't even know. You said it was sweaty socks.
Sweaty socks, I think you had.
The thing is, the sweaty sock, like I don't know what a sweaty sock tastes like. Okay, I can imagine what burnt rubber tastes like, and that's what it tastes like. Yeah.
Haley had bad ones, and Haley had dirty diaper, I think, and it was terrible. And I did not, but I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. Give me a food that you refuse to even try.
I've never refused to try anything.
Really?
Yeah, I love trying things.
Okay, that's
why I'm a cultured man.
Okay, so in 20 plus years of Buck and Kincade in Atlanta,
yes,
we had a producer who was Jewish.
Okay.
Jason Kofar, love you, Kofar. He does watch sometimes. He watches some of our YouTube content. Kofar was Jewish, and so we decided back then there was a television show that was popular called Fear Factor.
Yeah.
With Joe Rogan. So we had Buck and Kincade Fear Factor Passover edition.
Okay.
And so we had a Southern Baptist, we had a Catholic, and we had, I forget what the other we had a Mexican.
Sounds like there's a punchline.
We had a Mexican. So we had a Mexican guy, a Catholic, and a Southern Baptist have to eat the Passover foods during the show. And it was the gefilte fish and the pickled herring.
Yeah,
and,
I love pickled herring.
Oh God,
I love
And we all
every
had-
Christmas Eve. It's a local,
I felt
it's a
like I was gonna.
Lithuanian
Oh, I
tradition.
thought we were gonna. And we were like going
It's a lot of Eastern European stuff.
And I would tell you, we were gonna felt like we were gonna vomit.
Yeah.
There are foods I will not.
Silkis.
That I will
Pickled
not.
herring.
So you really will try anything?
Yeah. If somebody puts a piece of food on my plate, I will try it.
God.
Doesn't mean I will like it. Like olives, I don't like olives.
Okay, I mean,
But, like,
olives.
I've tried olives. And
Okay.
I found out that I didn't like them. I would never turn something down though. Tartare, you name it, I'll eat it.
Okay, I will not eat.
I'm a very adventurous person.
I will not eat tartare.
I told John and Gunnar during one of our breaks today, when I was in Lithuania the first and second time, I got boiled pig ear.
Oof.
So not fried, boiled. It came out gray. The cartilage was still there. You're chewing on the cartilage.
I will not eat that.
And I got it a second time. Why? Because I liked it.
My wife is Jamaican.
Yes.
Her family eats curry goat.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Will not eat it.
Ah,
My wife likes cow tongue,
had it.
pig's feet.
I've never had pig's feet, but I try it.
It's the pig's hoof.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Like you're gnawing on the hoof and you're eating the meat off the hoof.
Yeah.
Won't eat any of it.
It's pig.
Won't eat any of it.
It tastes like
But you're
bacon.
gnawing it. It's been walking
Yeah, it's
in
been
the crap.
cleaned and boiled or whatever.
How do you know it's been cleaned?
Everything's taken off.
Oh, please.
I am an adventurous
You're
eater.
terrible.
Go ahead.
Okay, it is Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
So happy to everybody that celebrates. But just so you know, as my wife is of Latin descent, and they do not celebrate Cinco de Mayo
Yeah.
in Mexico.
It's become very
So it is an American
It's become
thing.
very Americanized.
It is not,
yeah.
Nobody who is Mexican celebrates Cinco de Mayo. Only Americans who have taken this holiday and decided it's a day
It's an excuse to drink.
cavort their holiday and put on stuff and sort of make
Oh, I don't put anything on. I just drink margaritas.
We will be
till
going
I
and
can't
we will be
breathe.
going and having Mexican lunch today.
Okay.
Okay. My wife and I have a different idea about this. For me, if I have my choice, if we're having Mexican, going to go eat Mexican, I want to pick the place that has the nicest silverware, the nicest looking Mexican place that I can go into.
Okay.
My wife wants to go into the place that looks like there might be like a back end dirty deal going on, that you're going in and you might get knifed. She wants to go into the diviest Mexican joint that she can find.
And I agree with her.
She thinks the best food is
Yes.
found in that place.
Yes.
So that's the place you're picking.
How many times did you, when we were in New Orleans, our Uber drivers were saying, yeah, those restaurants you guys are going to are great, but why don't you go to the hole in the wall
Because
shellfish place?
where did I take you? GW Fins.
No, and they were
GW
tremendous.
Fins is the best seafood restaurant, I think, in the country.
Yeah, but then there was...
And you all walked out of there going,
Yes.
oh my God.
No, I'm not denying
It's
that.
amazing.
But then there was one day where I went around by myself and I went to the Copper Monkey Bar and Grill. It was a hole-in-the-wall place. All I wanted was a beer and a small sandwich. And I saw fried Creole bites. And I ate them. Oh my
And it was awesome.
God, they
Now,
were
the thing is,
delicious.
I don't mind a hole in the wall.
Love a hole in the wall.
But the thing is, I am a less adventuresome eater when it comes to eating outside of my purveyance, I guess. The eating Mexican food, Chinese food, whatever.
gotcha.
I'm not as familiar with the menu.
yeah.
So I guess I'm a little less adventuresome.
I've
I want to go more where I understand it's a little more.
I got you. But
In the
no,
lane?
I mean, look, I told you I have an Indian restaurant not far from my house.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a shopping center where I think 4 of the buildings are vacant. Nobody's rented out the
Okay.
retail space. First off, they don't get many customers.
Okay,
So they give you food.
right?
It's like, here, take our entire kitchen. And it's delightful.
My wife
Because
is
it's legit. It's somebody from India is a chef from India is now just a chef in New Jersey.
My wife is taking. We're going. She gets the choice because it's Cinco de Mayo, and it's more of something that's up her alley. We are going to a place, and I've been here before. The food's delicious.
Yeah.
But they do the birria. Do you know the birria? The meat that's like it's and it's got like a
sounds good
juice
to
to it and
me.
everything.
Yeah.
But no one in this restaurant speaks English,
Yeah, that's fine.
and she actually orders in Spanish.
Yeah.
She orders everything in Spanish. So she says to me, "What do you want?"
Pollo.
And then I go, and she just goes, because she's bilingual.
Yeah.
So she orders everything in Spanish.
Yeah.
And the food is delicious.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
But I don't know, even like when you look, it doesn't look like the stuff I get in.
I would rather
Mexican
go to the hole in the wall. There was a place I told you about it, but I didn't realize it closed during COVID. And you never heard of it. There was a Jamaican restaurant on South Street.
Okay.
Not on the side where all the shops are, but the other side of South Street. And it was just they had a little building, so their kitchen was in it.
Sure.
But you ate in basically what used to be a parking lot.
Oh,
and they just put picnic tables out there. And dude, oxtail. It
with oxtail, Christina
dude,
would have
it
loved
was so good. I went there with my sister a couple times. It was delicious. Unfortunately, it was a very small run.
They had patties too?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
And it closed. I would rather go to something like that because I know it's real.
Rice and peas?
Yeah, I'd rather go to something that's real.
Well,
So
then that's good, but then you're like my wife.
Christina. Yeah, there you go.
All right. But you like all the Lithuanian stuff too, so it is very much.
That helps.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, post-show headlines. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Thank you, everybody. Like, subscribe, everything on the YouTube feed. And
have a great day.
Talk to you again tomorrow. Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.